Thank you very much.
Hello guys, welcome back into this video. So we're reacting on Julius Malema. It's the topic of Julius Malema land reform in parliament. It's a topic that especially in South Africa we focus on to promote equality, to make sure everyone is equal and we share the same. And this is a topic that we've been focused on a lot after a lot. So in today's videos, everyone is welcome to share your opinion. No one is targeted. It's a very important to share your opinion, what you think. You can see here we have comments. These are people that you can see they won't share their opinion. These are comments. Malema is very important, my people. This is so beautiful. So sometimes when I do these things, I need to, you can see how the thing looks like. I don't know, the Wi-Fi is fine this side or what's happening, but I can see Wi-Fi is good. Because almost, oh my God, fine or what? This is a very important.
Order. Thank you very much. Honorable Malema.
Thank you gathered here today to engage in one of the most important steps in the process of amending the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa.
Man, this guy is loved, man. He's loved. And let's give him a chance to speak so we can able to understand what he's trying to say.
This is happening after the successful motion of the EFF to expropriate land without compensation.
People are complaining. This topic of is a topic that people are complaining. Because I want to say when talk about the land, people they say which land now? There's no land or nothing, because it's a topic that it needs to be touched.
Very much on a
page.
So guys, so do this. This is a topic that people have been it's hard to talk about it. You understand? Because of they feel but the land must be returned so that we can be all equal.
The Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. This is happening after the successful motion of the EFF to expropriate land without compensation.
Look, people in the background. Hey. Guys, understand.
And therefore, anyone else who doesn't want to hear this fact is because that person wants to distort history.
Facts. That person wants to distort history. People in the background. How can we live in a country where other people are not equal? And when the next president, Julius Malema, because this is our next president, when talk about this issue, you're busy. Hey. Why you do like these people? This is our next president, and he's telling the truth, so that we can be all equal. But people but in parliament of people who are old that we should learn from them, or because of they don't like EFF, that's how they are behaving. It's because of that action they don't like EFF. They're supposed to behave the way they're behaving. Come on, guys. Come on.
The people of South Africa of all races, age, and social economic first time came together to make their inputs in the public hearings.
Wow. Come on, clap your hands, man. Clap your hands, so beautiful. Wow.
And therefore, we from the EFF confirm that the process was fair.
Which process was fair? Because of I tried to understand which process was fair. I mean, because it's very important to understand these things, to understand the process and what they were talking about there exactly. Julius Malema.
everybody else was heard, including those who had a different view. They were given an opportunity.
Wow.
The intention has never been.
Wow, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Just about giving everyone who was there give the chance to express themselves.
To run a referendum. Because if we had conducted a referendum, you can be guaranteed that 90% of South Africans would have voted for expropriation of land without compensation.
Wow.
We say so because the parties that support the land expropriation without compensation in this house constitute more than 2/3 majority.
So the only party that raised this matter of land without paying any cent is only EFF. Other members they don't want to interfere in that the issue that Julius Malema is raising like now. And we can see like everyone like just paying serious. They pay serious attention. And as you can see like the member is wearing translator. Maybe like they can understand English very well. I don't know, maybe can understand English very well, but this thing is a translator, you know, especially like if we are attending in Porch, there will be like people who are wearing that thing called a translator. For us, if you can't understand very well, you can properly, yeah. You can see like, yeah, you can see even the member, they're so serious, man, they're so focused. This one is writing notes, and even this one is writing notes. I don't know the standing. Someone is talking standing. Why is standing?
And therefore, if that was to be, you will lose.
Facts. You can see like if everybody are focused, man, even from just see like this. So like, what are you saying, brother? What are you saying? Because I wouldn't sit like that. I promise you, like, I don't like that city. This one, like, I don't
So
know.
we really want to commend the patience of the chairpersons of both. They were patient and allowed us, even when at times the debate became more robust.
That means they were so hectic, like those debates, man. They were like doing like this, man. Doing like this, well, like this thing is eating like me. It was like even like those things. You want to recommend to those people who were participating on the debate. You understand? It was so beautiful debate. We were like participating and listening carefully. You understand? This is what they say.
They kept their cool and called everybody to order so that public hearings can continue peacefully.
Wow.
We've experienced that, and we want to congratulate them for having conducted a very dignified full process of listening to our people.
Wow.
There's one thing that all of you must actually acknowledge, that the white team, all of them, poor or rich, the landless white people, all of them came in unison.
Where's unison? So like I believe like it was like that. So like during apartheid, there were maybe like a message to say like you got the land. But it's like information because of like there are people who didn't come here. For example, people coming from outside. For example, if you're watching this video, you are going to Mozambique or Europe and you see these opportunities, you're going to call your brother to come to that Europe to take over because of you saw like the opportunities that side. So I believe like this is what Julius Malema is saying, like poor. There's something that they benefited. I think like he's going there, if I'm not mistaken, but I believe he's going there.
And opposed the expropriation of land without compensation.
Oh.
Because the reality is that
this is a beautiful teamwork, man. I believe it's supposed to be like that. Now, even in black communities, I'm working, supporting each other. I believe that's where it's more effective. Like when we stand for each other, talk for each other. You understand? I believe in that. I don't lie. I believe in working together and helping each other. Ish. That's where I live. Like working together, defending each other. That's where they can change. That's where we become a better nation.
If they don't care whether the other one is in the wrong or not, why would people think?
But no, like when it comes to that side, if like they're wrong, I don't go with it. If like you're working together, you guys can go far. The team, I'm telling you, you are going far. And that's what we need here in South Africa. The teamwork. We don't want division, people to divide themselves. Like, no, us, we don't want to stay with people. We want what. Let's stay together. Let's work together. I'm telling you, stuff is going to be beautiful. But before we start to work together, we start to work together from the land. So the land has been stolen. We start to work together from that.
Alike like that. If it's not an issue of racism and privilege which seeks to perpetuate landlessness amongst those who were conquered by criminals.
Which is like people they were conquered. The land was stolen. They've nothing. We have nothing. And they're like what Malema is saying, like I think it's the truth. They conquered us, they stole everything, the land is gone. Oh my God. And he said, like, on top of that, there are people who work together. They don't care whether it's wrong or right, as long as they have each other back. That's what matters the most, you know? And the hopeless black kids like us, people are hopeless, people who have nothing. We try to live this life, it's very hard, man. We're trying to live it all we can. We are losing, we're trying to do all we can, but things are not working for us, man. Hello.
Who came into our country and took our land. We, amongst black people and Africans in
Facts, man. He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. I don't like. He's telling the truth. We didn't come to the. I don't like this people. I'm busy. They're busy making noise. We're not talking about SARS topics like this. Facts. This telling the truth. He's telling the truth. It's like study. It depends where you come from. It's like depend as where you come from. We didn't come to a background where like we want to isolate. We believe in working as a team to build a strong foundation together. And like it's right, man. It's right. I don't lie. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. It's not like you don't take it like about maybe like a teamwork or because of like you mentioned like that there are people who love to work as a team. You understand? So you don't see it in that way. You don't see that way like as a people who work as a team. because you just said by your mouth, so like this is the group of people working as a team. Yes. The terms like the time speaker, the time is busy attacking us, he's busy. You can see the mother is like, oh my, what is happening here? It's like sitting, it's like what is happening here? And there's the speaker, there's like time, the speaker, time. Don't let the person to take our time. Don't allow that speaker. At least like the black unity you are pushing in Malema, like black people they don't like to work together. That's the thing, like they always remain conquered. And especially to the issue that you're fighting for, it'll be hard for us to get it back, you know, because of our people, they don't like to fight. They don't like to do that. And that's what's going to affect us. But if we can remain as a one thing and working together, I'm telling you, we can move forward and we can be a better nation. I can promise that. Wow, man, Julius Malema is always being the truth. Man. He's always like he's the man. He's the man who always speak the truth. I don't want to lie, man. Julius Malema is a big man who always speak the truth. I don't lie, he always there, man, speaking his mind, speaking the truth that I'm going to save this country. I don't know what's happening here, but I don't lie, man. Julius Malema is a light that we need as a country. I don't want to lie, Julius Malema is a light that we need as a country, always speaking the truth. Julius Malema is always like speaking the truth. The truth, come on, if I talk about Sarah Smith, good. As I was saying, like Julius Malema is a person who always speak the truth, which is the truth that can change this country, the truth that bring a positive impact. You understand? And we learn a lot from him based on that. You understand? Let's give him this chance to speak. Remember, no one is attacked. It's an open discussion. You can share yours by typing, replying on this.
We all know that the EFF table, this motion, Parliament agreed that will be a constitutional review process and we should conduct public hearings.
Just Malema tells the Committee on Land Reform what EFF wants. So like here, Malema is telling the Parliament what they want as a EFF. Especially when it comes to land reform, which is the topic that's been going about the land reform. You understand? So he's telling the committee what they want as a EFF. You understand? So like this, what you want as a EFF, you want the land reform to go like this, and yeah, let's go.
It looks like some people got lost as we're conducting public hearings. They thought we were conducting a referendum.
Whatever love jokes.
That's why they are not dealing with substantive issues. Instead, they are dealing with figures and percentages, which confirms a serious crisis amongst those who are opposed to this amendment.
Okay, so this amendment is an amendment of land reform, and it takes my responsibilities to educate people about what is a land reform. Because of people is a problem to talk about topic and someone he'll be like, what is exactly what you're talking about? And then I'm going to say, what is a land? What is a land reform? so that everyone can have understanding what is the land reform. Land reform means changing who owns and how the land is used so that the land is shared more fairly and past injustice and are corrected. Past injustice that are corrected. Land reform is when the government takes action to fix unfair land ownership, like what happened to us during apartheid, where like people they're benefiting from our land, when like others were not benefiting, especially where laws was taken unjustly and passed through colonialism and apartheid. This is what we are experiencing as Black people. This goal is to return the land to people who were dispossessed, give the land access to those who were excluded, create inequality and create economic opportunity. The land reform in South Africa is simple. Most of them was taken from blacks during colonization and apartheid, and a small group end up owning the most of the land. Just imagine the small group, even like ChatGPT knows, the small group end up owning the most of the land. Many people today still don't have the land, live on the farm, or build the businesses. That's what the government is focusing on, and focusing on the building that land reform that I'm talking about here. So it's because of these things is what Black people experience. Let's land reform try to main goals land reform just to fix the wrongs of the past. They want to fix the wrong of the past. Economic freedom, land allows people to farm, to build, how to start a business, create jobs. Dignity, land gives people independence and self-respect, and this is what always Julius Malema is saying about. This always that give Julius Malema always talk right about the land reforms. It give people dignity. It give people confidence to say at least like we are owning something.
And therefore, we should make it very clear that nowhere did Parliament say we must go and conduct a referendum. Our argument here, for and against, should be based on substantive issues and not on numbers. Once you rush to numbers.
So what happened? They went outside and they do something like a survey to collect the data to make a conclusion, or it was something like how exactly? Because this is a part where like now we need to understand what he's talking about. You understand? Let's give me a chance to speak. The next president of this country.
It means you have run out of ideas. And even those who came here to make presentations have not equipped you enough to raise substantive issues on why we should not amend the Constitution.
So like people were there and presenting something like that. People were there presenting the issue of the land reform, or what was happening exactly.
Therefore, a true lie from those who come from a blue party to say majority of people who participated in public hearings said they don't want the constitutional amendment. In hearings where I participated, majority of our people agreed that we should amend the Constitution because it must give them access to land to resolve inequality, unemployment, landlessness, and poverty that is found amongst our people. And therefore, they want the land, to use the land to feed themselves, but also to empower themselves so that they can become active participants in the economy of South Africa, because as things are.
Yeah, thanks. These are very points, man. Because of like how, if you can ask someone how we can increase, how can we deal with unemployment rate in South Africa? This is a question to ask anyone watching this video to like, how can we deal with unemployment rate in South Africa? They're going to respond, actually, I don't know. They're going to respond like, you'll be like, don't know, like the best way to deal with unemployment rate is when more jobs are created. That's the best way. Like now we can see this how we can deal with unemployment rate. You understand? We can't deal with unemployment rate if like I don't know. They believe like now the business must come in from outside to build a business here so they can create jobs. But the jobs, the money is not
Now, they are marginalized. All of us should make one observation, that not a single white person supported amendment of Section 25. And therefore, ours is not a class division. It's not a class division. It's a racial division. I'm talking about.
But like, it'd be so hard like to accept to support them because of it's going to take like it's going to reduce their standard of living, like the way how they used to live. So like now when like now is taken, it's going to like my you know. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. Okay, let's focus on this. How can you support something that's going to take, I can't say freedom, but it's going to take something from you? And so like it'll be hard for them to, they like to agree. Mm, 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 You know, like this topic of land, it makes other people become sensitive. Like Julius Malema said, like don't be sensitive when I talk about this because of when we're talking, I was not sensitive. But you realize like these topics, man, you can say like how it's so sensitive, and because of it has the truth behind it, and like most of people don't talk about this topic, man. They get sensitive. You understand? Because of this topic, man, is sensitive. I don't know, like it's very sensitive. So that's why Malama said like I was not sensitive even toward senseless things that doesn't make any sense. But I know like when it comes to this topic, like oh my god, oh my god, this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say. Oh my god. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, he's telling the truth because of what I mean, most of people were waiting for as black people were waiting for white. You understand? And based on the statement he said, like now, I totally agree with him. So it will be hard for him to agree with this statement. It's also very hard to agree with this statement because of it's going to take, I don't know, it's going to be like open doors for black people. Um, I believe it's going to open doors, because of lots of people we are waiting for whites and stuff like all the companies, the business majority, not all of majority of them. You understand? So like say like they don't agree to release the land, which is like it's going to make us equal. So they think of like the land must be released and doesn't suit them well. You understand? And I totally agree with Julius Malema. Mm, mm, Mm. Wow. Wow. Powerful speech. Why you blame the states like state is not owned by you? Is a question that he asked. Why you blame the states like state is not owned by you? Give people land. So you're blaming the state is like the state is not owned by you. And you know like very well the state is owned by you. So why you give people why you don't give people the no. So like why you don't give people the land the way you want because we're a state? Mm, 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 mm. Ay, Malema. Mm. Lemas. Mm. You're saying you are talking, Malema. You are talking. I don't wanna lie. Sirs, they were saying what? There will be a war. But I know like that one I know like is always on a topic to say like, if they take the land there will be a war. Like I know like those kind of topic, you know. They say like when they take this is going to be a war. That one I can agree with. Mm, 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 mm. So like Malama like is observant. You must there sitting there and observing and seeing what people are saying. You understand? He's a person who's oh my god, this is so bad, man. Mm, 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 mm. But no one is fighting like Julius Malema. I mean, it's like when I'm thinking like No one is fighting like this guy. They can say anything they want to say, but Malema is he's not here. Oh, because I'm tired, eh? But we are still in the video. We are still in the video. Mm, mm. But why we don't vote for EFF? But EFF is fighting for us, man. No matter what, it's standing with us. And like why we didn't fight? Yeah. But EFF, you can see, man. If you've been watching this thing, see like this man, he's fighting for you. If you've been watching like this man, look at Shigom is so serious. You can see like the man is vibrating, there's serious and he's fighting a serious issue. But we don't want to put this thing into parliament. No guys, we need to take this thing serious. I don't know. Okay. Mm, yes. You know, like when listening to this guy like Julius Malema, man, you'll be like, wow, wow. You'll be like, wow. So like, let's give our people their land. You understand? Let's give people their land. Let's give these people that they need it. Understand? When watch this thing is very hard. It's very hard, to be honest. It's very hard. Mm, facts. I don't know you. Wow. Mm, mm. I don't know you this. Mm, 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 mm. You say like sober. Say like, let's go to get a sober politician. Not this one I'm talking about. Let's get the super politician. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. But Julius Malema always fighting for us. I think that like all of us who like watching this video, like it's even fighting for us. And like every time a question, every time a question. Mm. That means when Julius Malema attends something, they must thing must be perfect. And the decision must be reasonable. You can't take a decision that is not reasonable. The decision must be reasonable. If this is not reasonable, it's a problem. Hmm? If decision is not reasonable, man, it's a problem. Mm, 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 mm. Because if you're watching this, uh, you don't give. If you're watching this and you don't give Julius Malema his hand. Come on, come on. Mm. I have a problem with the thing. You don't give this man his things. Come on, guys. So hard. Mm. So like this thing is going to be a topic that is endless, a topic that's going to continue, the topic that is going to play with our mind. Let's go.
A party of 60% couldn't do for many years.
For many years didn't do that. Done what exactly?
Delivered. In our discussion after the 2016 elections, we gave the ANC certain conditions.
Yes.
And one of those conditions was that Zuma must go, the stem must fall, one capital city, Gupta Commission, and free education. And the ANC seems to be meeting.
So like Julius Malema when he go to parliament, is going to give ANC orders to say like, I want you to do this, I want you to do this, I want to do this. And if ANC does not do those things, he attacks. If like ANC doesn't do those things, he attacks Julius Malema. He attacks, doesn't play, he attacks. When like I want you to do this, to do this, to do this, to do this, and they don't do those things that he said they must do them, he attacked them. You all know that. So like you guys, you must put these things. So like I give them this and this and this and this.
All of the conditions we have given them during those negotiations. We gave this. And the DAC, the metros.
Why? Why you give them condition whatever like is why you give them conditions? There's a thing I want to ask. Why you give them conditions? Yeah? Why you give them conditions? Why you give them conditions?
And they are forever drifting away from the in the metros. When you went to prison, Robben Island, you were a black consciousness.
Oh, he was going to do what then? What he was going to do there exactly? Yeah? What was going to do there exactly?
And when you came back, you became a historical mistake,
Hey,
which
bro.
came out of Robben Island. It is open to your mouth to speak here. That which you thought you represent, you have abandoned. You can't ask the question, who are your people? Because the National Democratic Revolution answers that question.
So I remember this guy was like, who? What is it? Was told the president, what is say our people? What is our people? Who's our people exactly? Who are the people was making noise? So like now, Julius Malema is responding him. In that issue, was making noise with say like who was our people? Who was our people?
It says the motive forces that stands to benefit from the victories of this revolution. Those are our people. Who are the motive forces of the National Democratic Revolution, which you went to prison for? The motive forces of the National Democratic Revolution are the oppressed. Who are the oppressed? The blacks in general and Africans in particular.
He educates him. One more educate.
But consciousness, when it escapes you, it doesn't say goodbye. You are such a typical example of a person who has just lost his political consciousness.
Yeah?
Because these teachings they should have taught you in Robben Island. But clearly, that university of life has dismally failed when it came to you. So it is actually extremely wrong of you to stand here and want to distort.
This guy was thinking, they was like, who's our people? Who's our people? So Malema was looking like this, like, well, now I will deal with you. So like I was saying like this, maybe so like I will deal with you. So like you went to that university failed you. Malema, wait, man. Malema, no, so bad.
A history. All we are saying is that as the EFF, let us subject the whole thing to consultation. We don't have a problem. We cannot come and meet here as a group of elite and take a decision on behalf of our people. Let it be referred to committees. Let our people be consulted. Let ordinary South Africans make input. We are not opposed to that. As long as this parliament agrees that indeed we are at one, but let us.
Let's see your comment. No comments. Let's see people they reacted based on this. with this formative information. Come on, guys. Let's participate. Let's react. Let's shows like we are listening and we are learning from what Julius Malema is saying. Let's do that, please. Let's be like active, man. Active. But Julius Malema, you guys want Julius Malema to deal with you. Want Julius Malema to deal with you.
Let's go and take a further mandate from our people. So we are happy as the EFF with the types of amendment the ANC want to make. This is not about party politics. This is about an issue of national interest. So on the 6th of April, as I conclude, the day of the Jan van Riebeeck arrival,
Yeah, there. Good.
6th of April, the day of Jan van Riebeeck arrival, the day of the formation of the PAC by Sibukwe, and the hanging of Solomon Mahlangu, in honor of these people, but also as a demonstration of seriousness about this issue of land, we will be passing a motion of no confidence on the mayor of PE as a warning shot to the DA. Thank you very much.
This is Julius Malema, the soil of this country, the soil of Africa as a whole is well known everywhere. When Julius Malema doing something, people they recognize this guy, and people they say like, man, this is what we are looking for to someone present like this. Julius Malema, the word is speaking, the powerful words he's speaking, man. Wow, come on, shout out to Julius Malema. We are not done yet, man. We still have lots of time to go forward. So let's go here, Malema. What a beautiful speech. Bravo, 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 bravo.
The days of the Battle of Nome River in 1838 against the Zulu people, the Battle of Mariko River in 1837 against Mzilikazi in north of Trashwe in 1865.
So like now is on reading the history. Reading the history while focus on the serious issue about the land without compensating. That's the real issue that we need to focus on. So like now I see like you are reading, like serious reading. Come on.
The village raids of Bavenda that led to heroic resistance by King Makado in 1867. The capture and imprisonment of the Khoi chiefs in Rwanda in 1870 up to the Land Act of 1913. Colonial.
So like now we're going to go to the history, long history of our ancestors and the old history. The old
of 1913. The controlled removals of the Group Areas Act that displaced millions of black people to live in prison camps we now call township.
That's where they put our people there, townships. Townships are prison. So I grew up in prison. People grew up in township, the prison thing.
The so-called township is not a settlement of human beings, it's a prison camp. Those who came in power in 1994 carrying the popular mandate of our people to restore the dignity of African child, land to the dispossessed, forgot their mandate.
Yo, they forgot. They say people when they're in power, they forgot. They will tell you when we get this power, we're going to do this. When we get this power, we're going to do this. Like now, they like it's not them. They were busy like asking our vote to vote for them. Now they act like they forgot. Why is like that? When the people in the power, like they forget about people who put them into power. Why is like that exactly?
They became drunk in luxury and glory, building false reconciliation without justice. It took the formation of the EFF 20 years later to revive.
The justice is when happened and like they say like, yo, when we get this, we're going to build this, we're going to build this. They build the thing like by false justice.
Our land. It took the arrival of the EFF in these chambers to return in the central agenda of human freedom, the need for the land that was dispossessed through a
Yeah, you know, like Malema, like man, when he comes, I think he educates lots of people, and he exposed a lot of people who thought they're going to bring life, they're going to bring like, you know, he exposed them. Julius Malema.
brutal crimes against humanity. The time for reconciliation is over. Now is the time for justice. If the grandchildren of Jan van Riebeeck have not understood that we need our land, that over and above it is about our dignity, then
Man, it's about dignity, man. It's about